Ugh. Oh, God. I think I'm sick.
Feeling sick, my friend?
Yeah, I feel like I might have COVID-19.
Well, that's entirely possible.
Oh, really? So, how do I know if I have COVID-19?
Well, it's not entirely easy to tell.
Can I go to my doctor?
Not exactly.
Can I get a test?
Not necessarily.
What can I do?
Well, one thing you can do is quarantine.
For how long?
Well, it depends. You can do anywhere from 7 to 14 days.
That's a wide range. What do you recommend?
Doctors usually recommend that you quarantine for some amount of time.
Okay, so a week?
Maybe,
Why not?
because symptoms may not be developed yet.
So 2 weeks?
Also, maybe,
Why not?
because that may be too long. If you do it for too long, you might get COVID again.
What if I need to leave my house?
Then you should probably look for services that'll accommodate to your conditions.
Okay, but what if I can't?
Then you might be able to leave your house, but it's still recommended that you don't.
Recommended, so no one's enforcing my quarantine.
Once again, you can quarantine anywhere from 2 to 100 days.
Wow, can I just talk to my doctor?
Not really.
Why not? He's my doctor.
Because they're not going to want you in the hospital if you have the virus.
But it's a hospital. Isn't that what it's there for? To accommodate for sick people?
Yes, but if you might have it, then you maybe could make other people sick.
Okay, but what if I don't have it?
Then you might be able to go see your doctor, but it's still possible that you won't.
Okay, so what's the deal with testing?
Well, you can test,
But
but oftentimes you need your doctor's approval.
how can I get my doctor's approval if I can't even go visit them?
Also, testing isn't all that accurate.
Didn't answer my question.
If you get a positive, you may or may not have the virus.
And if I get a negative?
Then you still may or may not have the virus.
How do I know I have it if I have a negative test result?
If you think your symptoms relate to COVID, then you might have the virus.
But what if my symptoms don't relate to COVID?
Then you might not have it, but it's still possible that you could.
How do I know I don't have COVID when I have a positive test result?
If you think you don't have symptoms, then you may not have the virus, but you could still be carrying the disease.
So I should just quarantine regardless of my test results.
Not necessarily,
Why not?
because if you haven't been around more than 10 people, then you might not have the disease.
Is that 10 people at once or 10 people over a period of time?
Depends on the context.
What if I have been around more than 10 people?
Then you might have it, but it's still possible that you don't.
Just seems like there's no other hope than just quarantining.
That's not entirely true.
Really? What's my other hope?
A vaccine might be coming out.
When?
Anywhere from 1 month to 2 years.
Wow, so not anytime soon.
Well, it could be coming out sometime soon, but it might be several years before we see it.
Okay, just what do you recommend if I think I have COVID?
Well, what I think you should probably do if you might have COVID. I'm going to self destruct in 10 seconds.